Hey guys, my name's Cunard and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So a video that has been highly requested by you guys is what I eat within a day. I'm normally on quite a healthy, balanced lifestyle. So in today's video, I'm gonna go through from morning until night what I eat on a daily basis. And this for me really is where the magic happens. It's not in the bedroom, it's here in the kitchen. Now, when I walk in the morning, the first thing I like to do, which I think a lot of people forget, is a glass of water. You've been in bed for 8 hours, you've dehydrated, so it's always good to come into the kitchen, get your body started, rehydrate your body. So I filter my water as well, so it's nice and cool and refreshing, and that is how, and I feel everyone should start their day. Now, one thing I also like to have in the morning, not everyone is gonna love one of these, people might like to eat in the morning, but I have a Herbalife shake. Now, I'm not gonna go too much into detail about this, I'll just get the products out. Herbalife is not necessarily a meal replacement because I actually do have another breakfast after the gym, but I find when I was making breakfast, I sometimes would rush out the door and forget to have it, and breakfast is your most important meal of the day. It's what is gonna kickstart your body, get your metabolism going, which helps with kind of overall weight loss and everything like that. So quickly, the products that I use in the Herbalife is PDM, which is a protein. Always good to get protein into your body straight away when the morning starts. Then you have your formula, which is kind of like your flavor and the food part of it, because Herbalife has 2,000 worth of healthy nutrients condensed into 200 calories. So you're not pushing loads of calories in first thing in the morning, but you're getting all the good into your body, which is what you need right when you wake up in the morning. So you've got your different flavors. I go for the summer berries. I find it really refreshing in the morning. And finally, my hero product is the oats apple fiber. You put 1 scoop of this in, and what it does is it just clears out all your intestines, so your digestion system will work perfectly throughout the day. So when you're eating stuff, everything's moving around your body kind of the way it should. So I actually prepare this just before I go to bed, so then I can pop it into the fridge, and when I wake up in the morning, again, it's a nice, refreshing smoothie. So when I get back from the gym, the first thing I like to do before I even go and have a shower or anything is come into the kitchen and make myself scrambled eggs or an omelette, because it's an excellent form of inexpensive protein. And also, when you've been to the gym, you need to get protein straight into your body to help it repair and to help them grow. So I'm gonna crack on, see what I did there, with making the omelette. So what I do is I do 4 eggs because I'm a pig. I do 2 with the yolk and 2 with just the whites. Now, the actual white part of the egg is where all the goodness comes from, whereas the yolk is kind of what makes it taste better. So I still like to add 2 of the yolks in. Also, eggs are a great source of B6, B12, they've got zinc, iron, copper in there as well, so they've just got loads of goodness to them, and they're just perfect after like a workout and to start your day. So when you're mixing up the eggs, I just put a little bit of milk in to help it be a bit more creamy. And the oil that I personally use is this Vita coconut oil. It's just a healthier option, I think, when it comes to cooking oils. So I've poured the egg in, it's nearly done, and then I just get myself some spinach and just break it up and then just place it onto the egg just to add some greens in, which everyone knows that greens are good for you. So now I'm going to plate it up, ready to enjoy. And oh, 5-second rule wrap. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to make another omelette, and then we will continue with the day, and I'll come back to you when I'm making my lunch. Hey guys, welcome back to Carl in the Kitchen. I feel like I'm doing like a cooking show or something here. If anyone wants to sign me up for a cooking show, I am in. So since my omelette, I've just rather been on the computer doing kind of work, shooting with my photographer, which is what we've been doing today, or I've been out and about at meetings. And now lunch is my favorite meal of the day because I am the queen, do you see what I did there, of salads. I have a little hidden kind of sauce up my sleeve, or in this case, in my back pocket, because I don't have any sleeves. But for lunch, what I do is I rather have chicken or turkey in the salad. Today I'm going with chicken. We have our crispy salad, and then I go with some beetroot, which is really good for you. We've got some olives. I find olives are quite salty, so they add kind of good flavoring to your salad. And then we've got a lemon, which will just add a bit of kind of flavor again into it. Sometimes I sprinkle feta over the top. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Again, cheeses aren't the best for you, but feta is actually not that bad. And then my hidden salad, which I'm gonna show you later down the line when we're actually making the salad. So, first of all, I'm just gonna cut my chicken up, pop it in. In terms of seasoning, you can always season your chicken, which is great. We've got peri-peri one here, classic barbecue. That is what I'm gonna go with today, and some salt and pepper. So, let's get cooking. Okay, so the chicken is now going in to cook. Wash my hands because we don't want to get salmonella, because now we're going to be doing other bits. I'm actually making 2 lunches because I am kindly enough to make my photographer a salad as well. Now, what I like to do is, I think when you go out for a salad, the reason why I used to hate salads, it would be kind of the last thing on the list that I would order. Because 2 things. One, the sauce. If you have a salad sauce, kind of like salad dressing, it is full of salts and sugars. So it's actually so bad for you. So even though you think you're having a nice healthy salad, it's actually quite bad for you. So I've made my own little sauce, which again, I'm no kind of expert into giving you all the reasons why, but I've just picked up knowledge along the way of having personal trainers, doing like little bits of research and stuff. So the sauce that I'll be showing you today is actually really good for you and makes your salad taste great. So one thing that I also like to do, I find when you get a salad in like a calf or something, should open up my own calf. Cole's calf, come and have a Cole's salad. Is when leaves and stuff come so big and it's like all plonked on a plate and you're like, where do I start? Like it's messy. So I always like to start by just chopping up the leaves into little bits. I just find it's so much easier to eat down the line. And then we are gonna go in with, as I said, a couple of olives. You do like olives, right? Okay. Thank God I asked, he doesn't like olives. So I will add a few olives into mine. And again, you don't have to add them in. Do you like beetroot? No, he doesn't like beetroot. Oh, God. Beetroot is messy. It looks like, I won't say what it looks like because that's quite rude. I don't know if anyone else is like me as well. I always seem to cook and make such a mess. It's like such a stressful time tidying up after yourself. Earlier on in the video for my breakfast, I do actually have a lot of vitamins in the morning as well. I have vitamin D, vitamin B, vitamin C. I feel like I have the alphabet of vitamins. To be honest, again, I don't really know what they will do for me. The woman in Holland Barrett tells me what to get. So if I start growing boobs, I've definitely been missold. But yeah, vitamin B, C and D, I believe are really good for your immune system. I have some for digestion. I will link all the vitamins that I actually have in the morning down below, just so you can check them out for yourself. But I do find it is good to have vitamins. I've not actually been ill for quite a while now, and I do really think vitamins help with that, just strengthening up your body. So I'm just seasoning here. I always like to put the actual proper seasoning part on later when it's cooked, so it actually sticks to the chicken better, it actually tastes better. Again, this is all kind of experience that I've learned over time. So I'm going to crack on now. We're doing some other little bits and bobs, and then I will come back when I am making my special sauce. I bet you're all dying to see what it is. Okay, so the chicken is nicely cooking away, nearly done. So it's time to move on to the special sauce. I'm not going to take full credit for this. It was actually my old personal trainer that told me about this, but he's not the one doing the YouTube video, so I'm going to take full credit. So what you first get is a chicken or turkey or vegetable stock pot, so that it looks like this jelly like this. And then we are going to just put it into the measuring jug. We are then going to add, so I've boiled the kettle, a tiny bit of hot water. So kind of like what you do for gravy, if you've ever had gravy. I'm sure everyone's had gravy. And then we are going to get fat-free Greek-style yogurt, so 0% fat. Now, as I said, a lot of people will have like salad dressing and stuff on their salad because it would taste boring without anything on, but it's just full of so many salts and sugars. Now, stock, it does have salts and sugars and stuff in it, but it's things that your body still needs for the day. You still need fats, you still need sugars, you still need salts, but this is actually not bad for you. So then put the yogurt in. I'm not going to tell you measurements and stuff because it's literally just go with it. And then we're just going to mix that up. It does take a little bit of a while, which is why we add in the hot sauce, hot sauce. So we're just going to mix this up. And then once we've mixed this up in a minute, what I do is then I actually pour it into the chicken, so then it marinates with whatever meat. You can even do it with fish as well, so if you don't like meat, you can do it with fish and you'd use the vegetable stock, so just in case there's anyone out there that's a vegetarian. Yeah, and then we're going to mix it in. So I'm just going to mix this now, it might take a little while. So even though you might still have clumps of the stock in here, it doesn't matter because when you actually put it into the warm pan, it will kind of burst that out into the sauce. So you only want this cooking now, once you've already cooked the chicken, you want this cooking on a very low temperature. So just so it's like marinating itself into the sauce. So I'm gonna leave that now. Like, I still want it a little bit runny when I'm pouring it into the salad because I want it to go all over the salad leaves and stuff. But I'm gonna leave that now for about 5 minutes just to kind of sizzle and marinate in my special sauce. So it's done, the chicken's marinated in it. I'm just gonna pick the chicken out first of all. Put that onto the plate. Just gonna pour the sauce on over the top. And then the last thing I like to do, as I mentioned, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, is just sprinkle a little bit of feta cheese on over the top. And that will just then like melt into the salad. Now I actually eat 2 lunches. I actually have this kind of meal again. So I'll have my shake, I'll have my breakfast as you've seen before, the omelette, then I'll have 2 meals like this, not always with that sauce. Sometimes I'll just do a salad with sriracha. And then obviously later you'll see we're gonna move on to dinner. So yeah, this is it. Come in, take a little closer look. It's not always like a great look. I don't think it looks very appealing, but trust me guys, try it. It tastes insane. Now what I'm cooking today is I'm having steak, broccoli mash, which is a speciality of mine, and then I'm including some brown rice as my carbs as well. The broccoli mash. Now I believe I made this up myself and I put this over on my Instagram stories and it was a game changer. So many people messaged me saying that they're never gonna cook broccoli the old way again because I actually hate broccoli, or hate's a strong word. I don't particularly like it when you cook it and it's just in a stem like this. So I made my own little way of doing it into a mash, which, come on, everyone loves mash. I mashed it up in the way that you're gonna see in a minute, and it's such a game changer. You'll never have broccoli the other way again. It's so, so tasty. So I'm not gonna show you how to cook steak because you already probably know, but I do like to get the steak out while I'm cooking the broccoli because you need to cook it in the water, steam it for around 14 to 15 minutes so it's not hard. You do need it kind of soggy and soft because we are gonna mash it. But I like to get the steak out so it kind of goes to room temperature. It's not cold from the fridge. It just tastes juicier and better to me. So I've cut the broccoli up. I'm just gonna place it into the hot water now, as you can see. And then I will be leaving this for, as I said, about 14 to 15 minutes. So just keep checking it anyway, don't just leave it. And then we will come back when the broccoli is done. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes left with the broccoli. So I'm gonna put the steak on now because it does take a couple of minutes to warm up, and also it takes a couple of minutes for me to do the broccoli. So I'm just gonna test Okay, I think that's done. So it actually took about 12 minutes, but it all depends on obviously the strength of your cooking utensil, appliances, things. So I'm going to drain the water out now, and then we're going to put the broccoli, once it's drained, back into the pan. Now, I know I'm probably going to get a few people message me about this, because trust me, I've had a few people message me about this before, but get over it because my masher broke, so gotta do what I gotta do. So you're gonna get the broccoli and add Nando sauce. Now, to anyone in America, I don't know if they sell Nando sauce. You can do sriracha. To be honest, you can do whatever sauce is your favorite, but like kind of like a spicy marinated sauce. And then you're just gonna pour it into there. Honestly, guys, if you try this, please do come back to the video and let me know down in the comments box what you thought, because it is completely a game changer. So as I said, my masher is broke, so I'm having to do it in the pan. I know that's not the most healthiest way, because you can get the side of the pan, the metal from the pan, whatever. But we're just gonna mash it up now. Do you remember Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, where you could like reach into the TV screen and pull out like the chocolate? I honestly wish when this is done, you could reach in and take a bite of this, because you would not be complaining. Add the steak sizzling away. Oh, it's like a fish still alive. To the plate, and bon appetit. So that is my final main dinner that I have for the day. I didn't actually get that hungry throughout the day today because I've been busy, but I would normally snack on almonds. So if you are someone that fancies a snack halfway through the day, rather get almonds, or head to somewhere like Holland & Barrett's or like a health and fitness store and get yourself like a protein bar. You want to just snack on healthy things like that, because if you have crisps and sweets and stuff like that in the house, I am the worst for this. I will pick at them. So once I've had this dinner, I have got one more thing that I eat before bed. So I'm going to eat this, chill out now for a little bit, and then I will be back tonight with my last dish of the day. So the last meal I like to have before I go to bed is a bowl of oats. Now, a lot of people have oats and porridge for breakfast, and I think this is wrong, because the actual goodness and the energy that you get from oats takes 8 hours to interact with your body, 8 hours to actually kick start. So if you're having this in the morning for breakfast, you're gonna feel tired and stodgy for 8 hours, which is your whole working day. If you have this before you go to bed, it's gonna help put you in a more deeper sleep, so you get a better night's sleep. And then if you're having 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep, you're gonna wake up with far more energy. You're gonna wake up more alive, and that is when the actual oats will interact with your body or work with your body. So you can include blueberries into this if you want, or bananas if you haven't had your piece of fruit for the day yet. And that is what I eat in a day. So I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I hope it did help. If you have any questions at all, pop them down in the comments box below. I'll be happy to help. Don't forget to give this video that all-important thumbs up. And if you are a new person to my channel, thank you so much for watching and hopefully staying with me all the way until the end. Don't forget to go and click that subscribe button. I will link all of kind of the information and how I've cooked everything, all of the ingredients, down in the description box below. And that is it. I feel like a little piggy now. So this little piggy doesn't need to go to market, he needs to go to bed. So I'm gonna eat my porridge, go to bed, and I'll see you all guys very soon on my next video. Take care, see you then.